There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of things happening. You know, this is Off-Grid Desert Farming. They live right now as of it's about 4:07. You know, they got some breaking news. The big thing that's coming out is, oh, matter of fact, Salakia giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and taught us this truth. A sincere shalom, labakarium, shal yasha'Allah, that's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, I'm just a little excited right now. But a lot of things are happening, man. You know, watching this all day. The major news is the nuclear test is going to start with Great Babylon. You know, after that meeting with the Chinese president, things are happening behind closed doors. You know, Trump came out and he did, out of his own mouth, I saw the interview, he did say, hey, we got to rush the nuclear test again for America, aka Great Babylon, because everybody else is doing it. So what is happening behind closed doors? What's happening behind the scenes? We inching closer and closer to thermonuclear destruction. And you know, the ultimate destruction is the prophecies in the book here. You know, that tells you that Babylon the Great, aka America, will be let's get it real quick. We're gonna get right into the video. Like I say, he live. But I thought that was real interesting because last night, you know, my Octam Yard showed me some news that Russia tests their level 6 under the water nuclear missile. This was last night. You know, he showed me this at camp, and I was like, woo-wee. It's on, man. This is Revelations 17, verse 17. For Yahweh hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to give their kingdom unto the beast until Yahweh's words shall be fulfilled. Now that's EU, that's NATO. So the Lord is working in their minds. Let me jump up a bit. This is the 16th verse. And the 10 horns, which is the EU and NATO, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, which is America. In the scriptures, America is known as a whore. She, you know, leases herself out. You know, all nations come here to play. It says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Burn her with fire, or burn her remains with fire. So we know ultimately fire is coming. That's the destiny for Babylon the Great, according to the Bible, okay, which we believe in through faith. But let's hear some of this report. There's a lot going on. You know, November 1st is what, 2 days away. We can't wait to see how next week gonna look. Shit is happening.
You need to watch that video, but this is the headline news right now. Headline news, Pentagon readying thousands of reaction forces as domestic missions widen. Troops across the country being trained for civil unrest. Top White House officials moving onto military bases. The Don swaps decorated admiral with 33-year-old Doge Stafford. Do you understand what's happening? Donald Trump orders nuke test, how he learned to love the bomb. But, folks, things are going crazy right now.
Well, things are actually right on point, Paul. They don't know. Yeah, this is going to look chaotic. You know, this is how the Yahweh Shah described it in the scriptures, and we getting close. Akim, Akwaf, brace yourself. Brace yourself, man. You know, all these prophecies about to take place. Strap in. Put your seatbelt on. Put your helmet on. Whatever you got to do, you better have the armor of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah on at this time, because this is about to go down in Babylon. The Lord bringing this place down. He's doing it fast. We about to see some things going into 2026, man. This is Matthew 24, verse 4. It says, Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. And you have a lot of false prophets on the scene. A lot of people being taken away by all kind of doctrines at this time, just like our Lord said it would happen. For many shall come in my name, saying I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Now everybody want to be a prophet. Every YouTube channel. You know, these guys supposed to be influencers, but now they know the book. Now they going into the prophecies, but these are deceivers. They don't have the Holy Spirit. And you should hear of wars. The wars are on the scene. Wars are on. Look at Rio de Janeiro. We was looking at that last night. We spoke about that at camp, man. They about to pop off down there in Venezuela, man. You know, wars is all over the earth. Not just wars, but rumors of wars too. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Why? Because we approaching the hour of testing. The hour of testing is at hand. You know they got to slip this MOTB in, man. So the Lord going to get these prophecies moving. So the Lord said this here. This is Revelations 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation is approaching. Because look, man, we comfortable. I'm sitting in the car. You know, you doing whatever you doing. This comfortable, you know, this being, you know, safe and secure. You always safe and secure with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, but the Lord going to shake things up. And I think about this every minute of the day. This is like a fight that you're training for. This is a big event for each and every one of us. And it's about the time to step into that ring. It's about that time. And the Lord going to see what we made of. And I pray every day. I beg the Lord, Lord, give me strength. Because like scriptures say here, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, it's the Father, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Everything that's happening on planet Earth is going to shake people up. They really about to get shaken to the core with this MOTB, and they start hearing the threats of these nuclear weapons, man, sounding off throughout the earth. It's going to be an everyday occurrence. So we seconds from the kingdom of heaven, man. So the Lord's got to keep us from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell within the earth, man. So it says, back in Matthew, it says, and you shall hear wars and rumors of wars, see that you be not troubled. The only people that's not going to be troubled is the Lord's elect. Knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of thy times. Everybody else going to be troubled. They troubled now. These women are shaking in their boots from this whole November 1st thing. Now, the military soldiers, they're shaking in their boots because they know what nuclear testing means. You're sharpening your sword. All the nations got their missiles out. So everybody's shaking from the top to the bottom. But the men of the Lord, we out here prophesying. Look, we looking forward to the day of doom because that's the day of immortality. So it says that you be not troubled. That's the elect. All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And this kingdom is divided. America's divided right now. They separated within groups. So they set up for the attack. A kingdom divided shall not stand. So kingdoms are fighting against kingdoms. Nations against nation. The race war that they pushing. Right? ICE on the scene. Everything is laid out for Yahweh Shah's coming. It says there shall be famines. Oh yeah, that famine coming in. It said Trump did that deal. He lowered those tariffs to 49%, allegedly. From China, but we're going to see what happened. We're going to see in the near future. Because these farmers are hurting. These stores are hurting. And they really going to hurt if they don't give out those food stamps so these people can go up into these Walmarts and buy that food. A lot of that food going to go bad. They're going to have to throw that food out in a few days, man, because ain't nobody buying. It's going to hurt the economy. They said if this shutdown lasts to Thanksgiving, the economy is set to lose $96 billion. And you know the majority of that is food, especially for they damn Thanksgiving, man. So you tell me the Lord ain't setting up these famines and pestilence. Them damn 12 monkeys that got loose. He saw something else, but the Lord's design. Damn monkeys with herpes got loose a few days ago. They said one is missing. So you know that disease X is right around the corner. All is happening, and they gonna call for another pandemic, man. So shit is picking up. So it says, and earthquakes, they on the tsunami watch. I mean, we can just go through this list and stop on every point. I know I ain't hitting every point. You know, I'm just going off the top of the dome. But, man, the massive earthquake that just happened. I forget the location that it happened in. But let me go to my earthquake map real fast. The Lord got everything popping off. You know, they're on a tsunami watch right now. Look at this earthquake. Maybe later. Look at this. All these ads. Okay, you got an earthquake here in the Pacific Ocean, 5.5. South Pacific. Indonesia. Japan. South Atlantic. So on and so forth, man. Earthquakes, man. Earthquakes, diverse places, earthquakes. Look at this. There's earthquakes. Look at the level. Earthquakes. When you should have earthquakes in diverse places. You know, you can say more data available, you know, but we ain't going to go into that. You get the point. So the Lord says it should be earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginning of sorrows because the Lord about to really start cooking. Things about to start cooking. So we're going to see how this November 1st going to look. But yeah, the nuclear testing. America hasn't done tests with a nuclear bomb since 1992. They dated it. Why now? Because we inching upon World War III.
Military troops and National Guard troops are being trained for civil unrest. And if you don't understand why they are doing that, well, you need to watch the video, the 2-hour video we did yesterday. It will explain everything. That we are going to have massive civil unrest in America because of the government cutting off the SNAP benefits, the food stamps, the EBT cards on November the 1st, which is only 2 days away. So you can expect mass protests, you can expect riots starting probably next month into December if the government does not come back into session. And if the government does not reach a compromise with the Democrats and start funding these programs again and paying federal employees.
This is all a psyop, man. They got running the setup. You know, like I was listening to Apostle Tahar earlier. He said this could be the Trojan horse for the MOTB, and it would be a perfect plan, or damn near perfect. You know, hold back on the benefits for a few weeks, then introduce it with national security attached to your digital ID, and then maybe throw a little stimulus on the back end. Come on, man. That's the hour of temptation right there. They gonna run out. And we ain't just talking, I know they talking SNAP, but you got to think about Social Security checks, disability, the workers that's not going to be paid. You know, they've been working, you know, through this whole thing for free. The food banks are flooding over. People are hurting. People are actually working for free. The majority of them called out, you know, these if you trying to travel right now, man, this ain't the time to go visit your aunt in damn Sandro Pay or some shit, man. You better stay put. Had your ass stuck out there. I was looking at them people from, I think they was from North Carolina. They got stuck out there in Jamaica, you know, when that damn hurricane just came through Jamaica, man. They out there crying, they stuck, looking for help. Who gonna help you? You ain't been paying attention to the damn weather report? This is how delusional Jake is, man. You ain't looking at the damn thing coming through. You think you're going to weather it out? Now somebody supposed to fly a helicopter in here to get your ass, man. Get out of here. You better pay attention to what's going on.
That's chaos in America. We're going to have riots. We're going to have murders. We're going to have robbings. We're going to have civil unrest. And that is exactly what Donald Trump wants. He wants chaos. Donald Trump wants to create chaos so he can institute his martial law. And then you don't have any rights. He is the ultimate supreme leader. He is the dear leader like Kim Jong-un, or the dear leader like Xi Jinping of China. That's what Trump ambition is to be a supreme leader, which he won't have to worry about the Constitution. He won't have to worry about habeas corpus.
And by the way, this
He
is
won't have to worry
fair
about
use under the Copyright Act. This is off-grid desert farming. This video is used for educational purposes only.
Giving you any rights. Military will be on the street in most major cities.
Yeah, it's going down.
And under martial law, they will have orders to shoot on sight. Under martial law, you don't have any rights. It is military rule, just like what is going on in Ukraine right now.
Yep.
That's his ultimate goal. Our Speaker of the House, Little.
Yeah, so everybody,
Johnson,
you know, like I said, he's live right now. You can go over there, catch whatever you can catch if you like. It's just so much to get to. I was just getting out the plantation, and I seen them live, and I saw the headline because I was watching earlier about this new nuclear testing, you know, that Babylon is going to start doing. And he said this is urgent. So he gave them an urgent, you know, message to the Pentagon. So they could start this weekend, you know. So why is he rushing it? What's going on behind the scenes? What happened when the cameras went on between you and China? No telling what's about to go down, man. This is, and we are in Jacob's trouble, like Apostle Tara said. It's just we haven't hit the climax yet, but shit. You hear everything Paul talking about. Y'all see the videos that's going out. The brothers ain't lying to you. The prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua ain't lying to you. We just reporting. We just reporting the scriptures. You know, this is the record. This is Jeremiah 30 verse 6. Ask you now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? And it's about to happen. You know, men gonna cop out, man. You know, men gonna flake out on their family, on their women, on their mama. They gonna leave home and keep going. This is too much pressure. When this pressure really hit, and these jakes that's been sitting around with them damn shower caps on their head, walking around with them Crocs on, when they really got to man up and defend and protect and hunt and live like they in some damn, you know, Walking Dead series or something. These American men, they're very soft and feminine right now. They're not built for this mentally. I ain't talking about the muscles you got in the gym. You're not mentally and spiritually built for what's about to happen. This is all spiritual. That's why the Lord is building us up right now, because we know we about to enter into a spiritual war, man. Now, do have certain parts of your body, you know, intact if you can. Yeah, why not? You know, but at the end of the day, this is all spiritual, because the Lord is bringing in his kingdom, man. So these men going to be dropping like flies. It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman? See that? These men are trading positions. The women going to put up probably a better fight at first for the first 24 hours. Then she going to break quick when 911 is the joke of your town. And these men going to be hiding behind their damn women, man. Not knowing what to do. You've been living in pleasure with your damn women all this time. On cruises, you vacationing. I mean, Jake out here just living it up with his damn woman. But now the chickens have come home to roost. Shit about to go down. And all faces are turned into paleness. That's fear. Alas, for that day is great. A great day is about to hit, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble. We're now entered into Jacob's trouble. But he, this is the elect, shall be saved out of it. But now we about to see some severe, intense fear, man. Look at Paul's face.
Little Johnson, he said that he is in no hurry to restart the government. They know what they are doing, folks. They know what they're doing. And now, this is just one of the idiotic things that Donald Trump has done. Trump swaps decorated admiral with a 33-year-old Doge employee.
They moving.
The highly unorthodox personal change affects a critical government research role.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, make America great again. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and believe that. Go ahead and believe that Donald Trump's making America great again.
Yeah, so Trump is that cruel Lord. Trump is doing what he's supposed to do. They bringing in a new world order. And they don't know this is ultimately Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah cutting the rulership of Esau short. So prepare spiritually, Akim. This is not a game. This is not a game. This ain't a war with a tongue of words, and you can't debate your way out of this situation. This is not a game. This is red alerts. These last warnings, because that's what it's going to be. The men of the Lord ain't going to be on this internet soon. They're not going to be on the street corner. These are last warnings. Because when this come in, I tell you the enemy, matter of fact, we're going to end it right there. The enemy is going to come in like a flood. It's going to be too many things happening at once. Shit, we're going to be worrying about our own ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, you got to go to the sellers and buy. This ain't going to be about your subscribers and how many wives you got. Hey, well, you got more liabilities because the Spirit of the Lord ain't going to be dealing with you. So good luck with them 3-4 wives. Hope you did your push-ups this morning. Because you're going to need rope. You're going to need gasoline. You're going to need some hand weapons. You better know some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, how to wrestle 3 niggas off at once. Because if the Lord ain't with you, well, the shit we about to see and go through, you out of here. You out of here, man. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, which is the east. And that's only the elect. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, he coming in. Places are flooded now. My here in Jersey, we getting the remnants of this storm. I'm walking through puddles of socks all soggy right now. Them flash floods ain't no joke. Within seconds, you could be up to your neck in water. And it comes out of nowhere. Some people don't even know the flood is moving. And it just hits you. That's how the enemy about to move. You people not paying attention, man. But once Esau got his troopers on you and got his hands on you, ain't no getting out of the grip of those waves or those flood. When his flood come in, it push. It push. A flood can push you miles from your location, man. And that's what Esau gonna do. They're gonna be pushing. It might be the last time you see your family. So this is serious business. But for the elect, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit. See, this is what we worrying about, kissing the sun right now, because we gonna need the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard, which is a way to escape a miracle. We waiting on miracles, man. We waiting on miracles, especially when they switch this digital system. And this is what they could be doing, setting up for 2026. So we waiting for the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard, a miracle against him. Esau ain't going to be able to fight against these miracles. But yeah, things are going down. These are very exciting times. This is an exciting time to be alive. The UFOs in the air. The ships are here. You best believe that. So that means the angels are walking amongst us. Be careful of entertaining strangers. For some have entertained angels unaware. So the power, the force is here. They tell you in Daniel 12, Michael shall stand up. So the faithful, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You just got to, give up whatever little shabby crumbs you got from Babylon. Get that shit back, man. We ain't got nothing here. Fucking car problems. How you going to have car problems twice in 1 week, man? God damn. Babylon got to go, man. We sick of, hey, we ready to rule. We ready to see Yahweh Shah giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom.